Here you go, boys. Say, you both look like you got a furphy or two to tell.
G'day everybody and welcome to Crackin Furphys, the news commentary podcast where we crack furphies over some cold ones. I'm your publican Drew Agnew, and joining me along the bar are my good mates Dan and Tom. Boys, how are we going today? It's nice to see your faces.
Oh,
Not bad, thanks.
Oh,
you're good. You're
oh,
nice.
Fantastic. You've had a bit to drink there, boys. Bloody hell.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, just a little smidgen.
A little smidgen.
yeah.
A
bit
snifter.
You've been having your beers. You've been popping your roast in your gut there, Dan. Been having a good night or what?
Cooking up a stew.
Oh,
Had a
stew.
mango iced tea rum.
Oh,
Interesting beverage. Don't know if I would recommend, but said before, it's not bad. It's not good. It's just slightly below average.
it's just a bit of liquid in your guts. That's about all it is.
Just a little bit of liquid in my guts.
In your
That's what it
butts.
is.
You better say butts, weren't you, Dan?
I was distracted by our good friend Ash popping up on Discord, who's about to check in. He's off his Dutch boss.
Oh,
That was
I
quick.
think that was code for something.
He's
He's
Dutch boss.
def-
So our friend
definitely
Ash at the
code for
moment, he's on his holiday, and we might potentially get a phone call from him. Who knows? If we're lucky to be in his presence.
I am sensing if we get him in on this episode, he's going to do that signature Wallace giggle as soon as he answers the phone. You know what I'm talking about.
What's your best Wallace Giggle impression, Tom?
Ooh. Nah, I don't think I've got a good one.
Ha 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 ha. No, I don't know. I feel like mine's pretty easy to mimic. I'm like, but like Father
Sounds
Christmas.
Like one of the laughs from Mighty Boosh.
So, Tom, what have you been up to this week?
A whole lot of work, and over the weekend I helped my lovely wife's parents. Been a busy few days. Moving a lot of plants.
You're going really quiet, Tom. I can barely hear you there, mate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you like go down in volume as you're speaking along.
Oh no, yeah. Oh god, no. How about? I'm better now.
Might be your echo cancellation or something like that on your settings. Maybe. Yeah. Well, while Tom works that out, Dan. So, how often do you make a stew? Because, look, every now and again we make a good stew, but, it's winter time, so it's a good time to do it.
It's a good time for a stew. Baby, you got a stew. I like to cook up something pretty regularly. I'm a pretty decent. I'm not like a trained chef like Tom, but
Oh, that's a lie.
Oh,
I reckon
holy
you
shit,
could
there
go
he
on
is.
Iron Chef.
He's way back.
Oh,
Your voice is back. Holy shit. What did you change, by the way? What was going
Bloody
on?
boards back in town. I don't know. I just went in and I made sure I had the right audio input selected this time. So I feel like it was just jumping
right.
to wherever it could pick me up from.
Yeah, okay.
But now I've got it coming from the mic in front of me, which is probably where it should have been the whole time.
Mm. And you've been talking to Dan for like an hour before the show. Surely he could have picked it up for you and be like, hey, Tom.
well, it
Tom.
didn't happen until then.
We were just talking about getting our hair and nails done. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
we were just having little mani-pedis.
yeah, for sure.
Cute little time.
I need to get my nails done. And by done, I mean
Shit,
just
yeah.
trimmed. Like, we've misplaced the nail trimmer. So
Oh,
I've got
no.
these big girl nails. I've got longer nails than Chantel. And it's a problem. It really is.
That is that's not going to go well with the sheep. Don't want to crack a nail out there.
No, you don't want to crack a nail. That would be very embarrassing. Then I'll have to get them all done.
It's just unacceptable.
So
Absolutely despicable.
we were talking before about video games and getting some stuff on Steam. Well, the reason that is, boys, is because I've gone and bought myself a Steam Deck.
Oh, you cheeky little boy, you.
So on eBay, it's going to be coming in about a month's time. So I'm looking forward to it. But it's my first time I've ever bought anything on eBay, so I'm a little bit nervous. As far as like, will it come okay? Will it come at all? I'm not sure. Usually online.
eBay's pretty reliable.
Yeah, I hope so. I spent the money on
You've
there.
got buyer protection and all that. It
Yeah.
wouldn't have been around for the better part of 40 years now if it was dodgy. They've got enough buyer protection stuff in place.
I get that, but there's still a certain level of anxiety.
Yeah, of course. Like, it wasn't cheap, and it's coming from Ireland. It's an Irish Steam Deck.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so really looking forward to it. It was a handheld PC gaming device, so I'm keen to play like a lot of stuff you can't play on Switch on it.
It better come with potato decals if it's coming from Ireland, or we riot.
No, it comes with a pint of Guinness.
Yep. See, Dan, that's the right thinking there. Look, Tom, I wouldn't want a potato decal on it either. Like, I'm not Irish myself, so I don't know how much appreciation I have for the raw potato, but definitely appreciation of chips and fries and potato gems.
The potatoes that come with meat at the pub.
Are we back at
fuck.
the potato versus fries?
I stepped into that one, didn't I?
You just admitted in your own words that a chip counts. So, game Dan.
I mean,
Do you concede defeat?
Yes, concede defeat. There we go. Why not? I don't care. That's last week's. That's Drew's problem last week.
yeah. Take that, past Drew.
So everyone was drinking rum tonight. So I'm actually drinking some alcohol on the show for once. But
Oh damn!
got some Crackin and Coke in my Pokeball big cup, which I really enjoy using because it's a big, nice one, so you can fill it right up. And
It's a good pour.
it could potentially last you the night, depending on how strong you make it.
Yeah.
Just a liter of rum in there and a little bit of Coke.
So I've just cracked my beer.
Big
As
ass
you may have
cups
heard.
are totally underrated too.
Adelaide Crows Session Ale.
Crows.
As
Is it
they,
made with
they had
real
a win
sweat?
today against the worst team in the league. I felt like it was a decent occasion to crack it. It's
Made with the sweat, the filtered sweat of Mark Rashudo, if I remember correctly.
yep. You can really taste the grass stains.
Yeah, what part of his body is the sweat from that they're using that ale, Dan?
I believe it's from between the shoulder blades.
Oh, look! Oh, that's
Everybody knows that's the
premium.
freshest part. Yeah.
Yeah, like you see like nice.
They just peel the Guernsey off and then just wring the sweat out of it.
Oh, that's like the filet mignon of the sweat.
Do you pay more or do you pay less if you wring out the shorts? Is that is that just the session ale? They're just using all the sweat from all the boys' shorts.
I think you'd want to pay less for a little bit of piss water.
Do you reckon the boys are pissing out there though? Just like
I mean, if they get tackled hard,
they get
enough,
tackled and the bladder just like gets compressed
Bit of a
and
sneaky squirt.
yeah.
Just a little bit of something like just leaking out.
Well, we play sport. I'm not playing this year. I'm getting fatter as the days goes on without doing any physical activity. But Dan plays basketball. Tom, you're playing soccer. Do you do any cheeky pisses when you get a bit of a knock?
Not so much when I get tackled because I feel like I don't know. There's not too many big clashes in soccer, but I definitely hack a sneaky piss when I'm out there stretching.
Yeah, like our friend
Not on
Matt
the
was
field.
good at that. Yeah.
Oh, he was the inventor. The inventor of the sneaky piss.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The mastermind, if you will.
Yeah, when I'm playing sport, it's not so much, having a leak here or there. But I don't know about you guys, but you sit on the toilet and you're doing a number one. No, number two. You're doing which one's a poo again? Is it number two? I've actually forgotten. Yeah. So you're doing a number two, and all of your gonads is folded over and that pushing it down below the toilet bowl, and it's a bit bent up, and it sort of leaves a little bit in there once you get up again. I don't know, is that just my tubes being a bit misfunctioned, or is that just a general man thing?
No, I reckon it's a general man thing.
I think it's just a general man thing.
Yeah, fair enough. I appreciate that. No, because I was like, is my tubes not good enough for my toilet? Do I need a wider bowl to fit my nuts in? Like, what's the solution to my problem I've got here?
Yeah.
Maybe you just need to contain those gigantic nuts of yours.
Yeah, well, that's right.
You just got to let the nads roam free. They got to be free range nads.
Yeah.
From now for like a couple of good weeks, it'll sort them out.
Yeah, if you're ever at the supermarket looking for semen, you're like, oh, look, these need to be free range.
Mate. They won't go anywhere near my free range eggs.
Not that you know of anyway, mate. Oh, Jesus. All right. So, Dan, you said Ash is available to ring. Are you looking at the Discord as far as that goes, or
I am looking at the Discord as far as that goes.
should be able to do a call
Because
though?
he says me Hungy, and I'm going to walk to a cafe soon.
To get some food.
I'll say, let us know,
Food.
and I'll ring you on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. This is such a good platform for pauses and setting things up.
Oh yeah, you just need those nice, long,
Pregnant pauses.
pregnant like Tom's eggs. That's right.
Menopauses, if you will, because we're all men here.
That's actually really good.
Well done, well done. So yeah, how have you been, Papa Drooby?
Oh, shit! Thanks, Dan. Thanks for asking, mate. Yeah, not going too bad. It's funny because like Chantel had some friends over today, and all she was talking about is babies and this and that. I'm like, oh, why are you doing that? And when you ask me how I'm going, I'm like, fuck, do I have anything to talk about that isn't the baby? Oh shit, not just everything revolves around him. So yeah. I don't know. It's sort of consuming everything that isn't like something that's on my computer or something in my 2 hours free time. I'm sure Tom understands.
Yeah.
But I think I did a podcast earlier today. I was a guest on a carpool gaming podcast, which is going to be on their Patreon. So that was quite fun.
Explains why you're plugging their merch, wearing their T-shirt on an audio medium.
That's right. I'm wearing their T-shirt. I wore it. I wore it to be on when I was on their show. So that was like an 8-person podcast. So it was very much just like standing around and getting the talk, like very little. But that's okay because got to save the voice for Crackin Furphys. You know,
that's right. If I get for that premium content.
That's right. If I get here and I'm like, oh boys, I can't even talk. It's just like Darth Vader without the mask. Like, oh.
Just a creepy guy with tubes.
Yeah.
Plugged in here.
Creepy guy with tudes and nuts.
Yeah, well, I guess Darth Vader has nuts. I never saw his nuts though, but I assume they're still there. Obi-Wan didn't get them.
Sneaky nuts.
Well, I mean, he's had children, so you would hope they're there.
Well,
and he is
that
a
was
human.
that was pre.
Yeah, so
pre
having the high ground.
Yeah, so at the end of like episode 3, Obi-Wan just does a cheeky circumcision. Like, it doesn't cut off his legs or anything. But
congratulations, you're a eunuch now.
Yeah, well, I dare say they're not in the greatest shape, like the rest of his body. But you guys been keeping up with Obi-Wan, the series?
I have finished it. Tom has not.
Okay.
Yeah. I was faced with a difficult decision.
Okay.
That Wednesday evening, it was watch Obi-Wan by myself in bed or watch the new Ms. Marvel episode with the family. So I chose to do the family thing.
Oh,
but I'll catch up with it. Yeah.
I was about to say there is no choice as far as I was concerned. I was very much enjoying that show, and I'm on a massive Star Wars kick at the moment. It's ridiculous. Oh. I've got like
you may have even inspired my Furphys that I wrote up a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, so we'll see how I go if I've been paying attention to stuff. You're gonna test my fandom, and like honestly, I'm like, oh look, I really enjoy it, but do I know much? No, fuck all. No, fuck all.
I know a bit.
You're just giving me an idea for what I'm going to do next week.
Yeah,
but
because I've got some Star Wars books to read. They'll $10 at Big W.
Yeah.
So I picked up them. I got some Star Wars games on PS5 and Steam because I never played Jedi Fallen Order. I never played.
Oh, it's good.
I didn't even play Force Unleashed. Like I never really interacted with Star Wars outside of the movies, and I'm finding out very quickly a lot of the interesting stories are actually outside of the movies.
Oh yeah,
for the most part. Like looking into the comics and like the backstory of Darth Vader between like episode 3 and 4, apart from the Kenobi series, it's like this is awesome. Like this is like it's just
the comics do him justice. Yeah,
it's sick. Like he's always been like my favorite villain and one of my favorite characters just ever. But I think just in the books and everything, it's just so much more interesting and whatever. But
yeah.
I've got to say too, we actually rewatched the prequels and we're up to episode. Well, I think we might have watched episode 6 tonight or well, probably tomorrow by this point. But
Mhm.
I've actually really appreciate the prequels now. And
Yeah.
I didn't say that before. I think it was because Disney just their sequel trilogy was so bad. I'm like, oh, the sequels, the prequels, they're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with that because I remember like it's always a lot more fun enjoying them. So like episode 2, I'm like, oh, that's a bad movie. But rewatching it, like with the start of the Clone Wars and that, I'm like, it's actually pretty good. Like I don't know.
Does fill you out with like a lot of lore and backstory and things.
Yeah, I think it's just because I'm a little bit more interested in like the little nuance and all the politics that those movies get sort of hounded on a lot of the time. But
Yeah.
I know Dan, he knows this, but my expectations for movies is just like non-existent.
Yeah. So at the start of the year, we went to go see Wonder Woman 84. I left absolutely hating it. It was one of the worst movies I'd seen for the probably 12 months.
Yeah.
Drew? Yeah, it was all right. I was just like, this is just an absolute piece of garbage. Everything about it is wrong. And Drew's like, yeah.
I remember feeling underwhelmed.
Yeah, like I wasn't like, oh Dan, nah, this is movie perfection. But I don't know, like
I'll give this one 5 out of 5 Furphys, Dan.
when I'm getting really critical about something though, it's usually about like as far as media goes. It's like video games. I look into video games a lot, and it's just nice having something like movies where I just honestly couldn't give a shit. It's just 2 hours of entertainment, and that's all I want from movies. And look, I really do. I think it's awesome, and I love listening to people like Dan who have like nuanced sort of
I am
discussions.
very much a cinema snob.
Yeah, exactly. Like I enjoy listening to that, but it's definitely not a path I want to go down because if I spend $15 for a movie, I'm like, oh look, that was shit. Look, that's no good. I'd rather just be naive about movies. And look, it doesn't mean I enjoy every single movie. Like, don't get me wrong, but for what it was a good excuse to go and eat a family popcorn to myself, a packet of Maltesers and a large Coke. And there was a bit of action. I can't remember what happened in that movie at all. Not
of a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. Not even a little bit. I know there's Wonder Woman in it, but I honestly couldn't tell you.
Quite well.
Because I think the first Wonder Woman, wasn't that the one on the airstrip where he's versing the electric person? I can barely remember that one either.
That may have been one of the most loosely described plots. But yeah, Wonder Woman battled Ares in a hangar, I believe, at the end of the first film.
In World War II with Chris Pine. Who somehow died and then came back into life in someone else's body in Wonder Woman 84. Yeah. And then there's the whole thing about did Wonder Woman rape that dude and just yikes.
Yeah. It's pretty weird.
Getting the analysis from you guys.
She has sex with Chris Pine in another dude's body, and it's like there's a weird moral question there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's a bit how you going.
Yeah, it's definitely look. For the most part, if that guy snapped back into his body, he would be pretty happy with himself. I think. I know that's definitely a bit sexist as far as like different gender standards, but the man wouldn't be that worried about it, unless he's married or whatever.
He's entitled to his rights and to say no or stop at any time.
Of course.
Didn't happen.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
Anyway.
There's a cancellation moment for me. Someone's got to track that one down.
Wow.
So,
but yeah, I do enjoy getting out to the movies when I can. I've been meaning to go out and see Top Gun for a little bit, which is supposed to be better than the original.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about that. Yeah.
So
I do like some of the new younger actors that are in that. I actually went and saw the new Buzz Lightyear film in the cinema the other day.
I'd like to see that, yeah.
And honestly, I can say it is worth a watch. I was very pleasantly surprised by it. Lots of like nice, cheeky, Easter eggy throwbacks to the original like Toy Story film.
Yeah.
I do like. Part of me is like, oh, it's got the energy of a cash grab, but then I think about it, and it's kind of an inventive way to keep doing Toy Story movies without having to go back to make a Toy Story 5 when
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toy Story 4 was already too much.
Yeah. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, that's a really cool idea. Like, do a movie based on what the toy is based on. And I hope, like, imagine like a cowboy movie, like with the cowboy Woody's
Woody.
based on, and
Yeah.
a dog about Slinky, or
Jurassic
Oh, I'm-
Park, but it's Rex instead.
Hands down here for Rex.
yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I wonder what the real life version of him he would be based on, though. Would there be a real talking dinosaur in that world?
Got no idea.
No, it'll just be Jurassic Park, but instead of the T-Rex, it'll be Rex. But you know what movie I really want to see? The Mr. Potato Head movie.
Hell yeah.
I packed your angry eyes just in case.
Look at Dan laughing. Okay, come on, Dan. What's the rest of your setup? Why would you be so excited for a Mr. Potato movie?
Because why wouldn't you be excited for a Mr. Potato Head movie?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a multi-million-dollar pitch ready to go to Pixar at the moment, but it'd be very, very watchable. There's a lot of potential there.
The only thing that could have made Buzz Lightyear better is if they had Tim Allen come back and voice it. I think that would have been perfect. But in saying that, Chris Evans did a really good job. I feel like he's like kind of oversaturated at the moment in all entertainment fields because he's like been every superhero ever.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Do you
go
re-
him.
Do you reckon you guys are going to watch the Mario movie when it comes out next year?
Oh, you better
Begrudgingly.
believe I will.
Begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly,
If it's bad or good, I just want to be there opening night.
I think we all know it's going to be bad.
We should try and go together, Tom.
Hell yeah, I'll be down for that.
Yeah, because like there was a news article that came out the other day. Like, oh shit, it's escaped my mind. What's his name again? Remind me.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Thank you.
Oh, about the
That he's got a brand new voice, never sort of, I guess, used in the world of Mario before. It's like, all right, he's not doing the Brooklyn accent. He's not going wahoo waha. Like, what's he got cooking up? He's got the way he said it in the interview. He's got like some magical like, oh look, I've been cooking this one up, boys. It's a ripper. You'll love it when you hear it in the opening trailer. That's for sure.
it's just Star-Lord. It's just him being Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I bet
It's
it will
just
be.
him being Andy Dwyer.
Because I think like Nintendo, they want a big name like that, and they want the voice to be recognizable, probably.
Yeah.
So it probably will just be Chris Pratt. It's like, oh yeah, it's just an American.
I'm so excited for, is it Jack Black as Bowser and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
I can't wait for Stoner DK to just be like bananas. If they don't get him to do his signature laugh somewhere in the film, I will walk out.
I will walk out, after the credits because I want to get my money's worth.
We'll also walk out as we have to leave for the next movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't eat my family popcorn that quick, so I won't be walking anywhere. I'll be sitting there and
Well, I need to
You'll
stay
be-
the whole time
you'll
because
be
maybe it happens
waddling
in the
out.
end credits.
just turn your chair around so you're not watching it.
I wonder if they let people take beanbags in there. Still.
Absolutely not. I dare say
They
that's your
used to-
answer.
They used to do it. They used to have beanbags in there set up for like movie marathons. You know, where you like buy a ticket and you get like 3 movies back to back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was sick, but I reckon I would fall asleep if I did it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a beanbag would be overly comfortable for that. Just
Oh,
'cause if you-
really?
I mean, if the beanbag Drew's got in his little pod studio, that would be all right.
Oh,
But if it's
hell
just
yeah.
like a shitty little, like, small beanbag, it'd be like weird posture. Your back would hurt after a while.
Nah, bro. I got like a leather
What I'm basically trying to
beanbag.
say is I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Imagine if everybody brings in a beanbag though, and like the whole cinema's just like
Constantly.
it'd be so annoying.
A mix of beans and popcorn and like lolly packets rustling the whole time.
Yeah, it'd just be like it'd be like white noise.
All the babies just instantly asleep.
Yeah, it's like us recording a podcast. We're all in beanbags, just like rolling around, just doing our thing.
We're just like the staff of Google. There's no
Yeah.
office chairs here. It's just beanbags.
Everyone's
No,
back is just
yeah.
fucked. Like, oh, just give me a chair. Christ almighty.
My back is bad enough already without sitting on a beanbag for 4.5
Yeah.
hours.
Because like
Love it.
this setup here, when I'm playing games on this screen, I put like the desk right down and I sit in that beanbag.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I find like, the beans slowly like move out of position. Your ass is on the ground. So you get up, you reshape the bag. I'm like, this isn't as ideal as I would like, but it is what it is. Maybe it needs a few more beans in it, I think.
I've seen bean bags that you fill them up and they take the shape of like an actual like seat.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a good idea. I don't know how well it
Good
works.
idea, decent idea.
Like it's got arms and like a backrest.
Provides the necessary back support that we old folk need.
6 out of 7 old people.
You guys are
recommend.
ancient compared to me, so yeah.
I'm basically daft at this point.
How old did you turn this year, Dan?
29.
You're only a year older than me. Year and a bit. Guess you are.
Year and a bit.
Yeah. There you go.
20. So the big 3-0 looming next year.
Yeah, because I was just thinking like,
Yay.
yeah, I felt like I was turning 30 like at 26. But like now I'm 28. I'm like, you still got 2 years, man. Like seriously, just make the don't worry about that until you're 30. When you can complain for 10 years. When you're 40,
I'm
like
gonna warn
fuck.
you now. Start looking after yourselves now, because when I didn't believe it, and a lot of people said when you hit 30, your body's like, all right, sorry, fuck this, ticket's over, I'm out. You have to fucking deal with everything yourself now. Your body just stops. I had so many like injuries in the span of 6 months, it wasn't even funny.
8 months to go.
Have fun, Dan.
I noticed, like, I don't know about you boys, but my metabolism was always like, just like firing on all cylinders.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now I get a bit of a gut when I'm not like sharing in that. Like in the wintertime, I notice it, getting a bit of a beer gut. Not getting fat arms or legs or anything, but my gut. Yeah. I notice that happens. It's a bit
I
weird.
think my gut's due to all the alcohol. I punch a beer or two every now and then, so
That'll do it.
I like my chips and stuff, so it's that I would say.
Your potatoes.
I like my
sweet
potatoes.
carbs.
Maybe I am a bit of an Irishman. Maybe I should get that potato decal for my Steam Deck. But then I might end up eating it. But it's a pretty big device too.
Delicious
So
Steam Deck.
It's a tricky spot to be in, isn't it?
it is.
Is it cake?
Yeah, if it comes in, I just like grab it and it just like crumbles in my hands. I'm like, fuck, that was an expensive cake. But if it was chocolate, that would be worth it.
Ooh,
Definitely a chocolate man cake.
chocolate man.
Chocolate man.
All right, I might try and ring Ash, guys. I don't know if he's ready or not, but if he's not, he can not answer.
Yeah, if he's not, well, too bad.
Yeah,
It's going to be knee deep in a cafe latte.
yeah, just frothy mouth, just full of froth.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So if we get an answer from Ash here, we're connecting.
Oh,
Oh,
I hear the beep beeps.
Oh.
he might be out of service. He might not be that good. Oh, well, we'll put it down there for a bit. We'll continue the conversation, but we are trying to connect with Ash here. His little school bus display
The
picture.
magic school bus.
Sorry, your call was dropped. Oh, that's a shame.
Must have been hot. Snoop caught wind of it.
Oh, we're getting it back, boys. We're getting him back.
We're bringing sexy back.
Hello.
We're bringing it back. But Sexy never left. Look at that man.
Can you hear us, Ash?
Can you hear us?
Hang on, it's dropped off.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, there he is, Ash. How we going, my friend?
Hello.
Oh my god.
Hello.
How you going?
Can he us?
Can he hear us?
Yeah, I can
Oh, he can. Look at this.
hear you.
Look at this technology going.
Oh my
I
god.
can hear
we are
all
living
of
in the
you, all
future.
of your beautiful dulcet voices.
Get fucked, Four Eyes. How are you?
Have you had a shower yet?
How
after
are you?
Glastonbury?
I'm pretty good.
No, I have not. I'm going to have probably the longest shower of my life once I check this out.
Hell yeah.
Do you have just like a cloud
You
of
would not
flies
believe
like
the amount
following
of
you around
dirt.
everywhere?
The amount of dirt.
Oh, basically, yeah. The amount of dirt, it's this is of dirt, like, gunked up in my toenails is heinous.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oh, well.
You really know how to sell
Well,
it,
the
baby.
first night we had a really bad. The first night at this festival, it was a 3-day camping festival, had a really bad storm, and like my shoes just got totaled, and there was so much mud. So I ended up, me and most of the people I was with, we were just walking around barefoot, like through the mud. So yeah, the mud dried up and it's just stuck in my toes.
I love it. Would you say it was a perfect storm or just an average storm?
I'd say it was a mediocre storm.
Mediocre storm. It was the mediocre storm.
Ooh.
Mediocre storm.
My favorite Julianne Moore film.
So it looks like you're having a ton
I have
of...
no idea who's in that movie. I just guessed. She's probably not even in it.
Hey, I believe you, even though I'm fairly certain it's not right, but I still believe you.
Yeah, we believe you, Ash. So it looks
Sorry?
like you're having a
We
ton
got
of
it.
fun over there, Ash.
We got it. We got that
I'm
cheeky
having
Wallace giggle.
I am having an excellent time, my friend. I'm currently at a cafe in Amsterdam. Very cute, quaint little cafe.
Aw.
And I'm just waiting on some food.
Awesome.
Just quietly, the stars of The Perfect Storm are Ash Wallace, George Clooney, Marky Mark Wahlberg, and John C. Reilly.
What?
So no Julianne
What?
Moore.
Oh.
Really?
Are they actually in that movie? I did not know
That's
that.
what IMDb's telling me.
Holy shit. I didn't think John C. Reilly was like doing
Hectic.
films back then.
All-star
John
cast.
C. Reilly's in a bunch of stuff before he met up with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't know
he's
George
like in,
Clooney
like,
was in
Chicago,
terrible films.
Boogie Nights, well, like a bunch of like actual good stuff, and then he made Sherlock Holmes.
Now,
Oh, hey, Sherlock
Ash.
Holmes. Oh, wait, that's the John C. Reilly Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, that was terrible.
Yep.
you get Ash, you can get 10 extra points if you get your person that's going to serve you your food to say hello on the podcast.
We're going international, baby.
Say hello to my friends. You're on a
Well-
podcast.
I don't know where she is. So.
You just ask her to hold
I
your
don't-
phone really quick and just have a chat.
No, I feel like that's the sort of shit that gets you done for assault when you're overseas. So
Do they?
Hey, can you just hold
Harassment,
this
I don't
bomb
know.
arming device for me?
and put it right up to your ear.
Yeah.
Do you tip in Amsterdam? Because you can leave a nice tip and get like a 15-minute conversation out of her or something.
Ash has a nice tip. I've seen it.
After those 3 days, it's
I
not nice
don't-
at the moment.
No, it's all gunked up with mud. I think that they don't really tip here.
Yeah.
They do in well, I say they do. I think it's a more recent thing, but most of the places I went to in England do.
Oh, okay.
Where else did? Paris did a bit, yeah. But no, I don't think they do here. It's kind of like tipping's a bit weird at the moment because you pay with card and like most of the places need to tip cash, but I have pretty much had no cash on me the whole time I've been here. So
Mm.
tipping's kind of difficult most of the time.
You're like, too bad. I'm just a poor foreigner. Don't bother.
Mostly an American thing anyway,
Yeah.
Sorry, I speak
America-
no
Yeah, I think it's-
Italiano.
going across to Europe.
Yeah, I think it's much more of a US thing, which is actually where I'm going next. So I'll be tipping a lot there,
Yeah.
probably.
So how much more time do you have in Europe before you go over? How long has it been?
I've been here for nearly a month now.
Jesus.
I flew over on the 30th of May.
Yep.
I'm here. I'm in Amsterdam until tomorrow. Then I fly back to London, and then I'm in London for 3 days, and then I'm off to the US.
Awesome. And like, I know I've only been, when I went to Soundwave, I was there for like one day. It was like 40 degrees, and I was just buggered by the end of it. You have gone to that many live shows. You must be stuffed by now, surely.
Oh, my lower back. It was my birthday the other day. It was my birthday the first day of the festival, and like as soon as I hit 28, I'm like, oh, it's time for my back to go, I guess.
Yeah.
And it definitely has.
Have you been sitting on any bean bags?
In the mud.
It's very, very convenient that you say.
Imagine I just go to the supermarket here and buy a bean bag and take it back to my hotel room.
Do it.
It's a good idea.
Honestly, we're trying to conduct a survey here on the connection between back pain and bean bags. So if you can just jump in and give us some extra data, that would really help out.
Increase the sample size. I'll take one for the team.
My man.
Yeah. Well, Ash, we don't want to keep you too long.
Drew, just quickly, I know you're a big fan of the game series, and
yes.
just quickly, Mario enjoying it. Yes.
we missed the name of the game. Sorry. What was it?
Oh, Mario Strikers.
Mario Strikers. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Doesn't have very much content, but I think that the main game, like all the mechanics and that, are fun enough. And
No, that's what I found as well. Very lacking on the content. But sorry, you're cutting out.
no, it's okay. It's okay. I'll just say, Ash, if you're playing Mario Strikers and you have an online connection, be sure to join our club with Tom and I, the House of Mario's club. We'll give you the code if you're available to join it.
We will flip you a biscuit.
Send it to me. I'll do that when I'm at the hotel and checked in.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. No, we'll let you get back to your food, and we hope you have a nice, relaxing time at your hotel, and enjoy America.
Michael told me to tell you, to have a space picky.
I don't know what that is, but I'll do it.
Good man.
Excellent.
I hope it's not like red light district stuff and more of a marketplace.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll catch you later.
Yeah, see you, dude.
Bye.
See you next time.
See ya.
There we go. That's fun.
I love how awkwardly disjointed we all are.
I have to say that little second delay between when he would hear and like we'd end up start talking over him kind of threw me a little bit.
Oh, it is what it is, you know. Just be happy. Just, Dan, for fuck's sakes, mate. Just be happy we got the technology at our fingertips.
The future is now.
That we can talk to somebody through my phone to Adelaide who is in Amsterdam. Just put that in perspective, Dan. And that's in my house. This isn't at NASA. This isn't at Google or Apple.
You mean you
right?
don't live in NASA?
I don't live in NASA. I live on NASA. All right, there's a difference. No, jokes aside, Dan. Yeah, no, it was a little bit, but it was good that we could talk to Ash. Glad he's having a good time. I'm keeping up with his Instagram stories.
Oh yeah,
boy, oh boy, there is a lot of concerts that man has seen.
Yeah, like
new one every night. I think he's seen a couple of bands twice or three times even.
Yeah,
Trash Boat.
He snapped a video of a band called Eskimo Callboy on his Instagram, and he posted it, and then they reposted his clip that he took of them on their social media.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yeah.
So he's basically an influencer now.
He is.
He's a traveling band influencer. That'd be a cool job. I don't know if that is a sort of side of YouTube you can be. I guess it could be like a vlogger, a groupie vlogger.
Yeah.
I guess.
A grogger.
A grogger? Yeah, Ash is a good grogger. We all can be some weekends. He sent me a few messages after he hung up. He said, I was listening to music on my headphones before I called you. When I hung up, my phone started blasting James Blunt on loudspeaker. I'd like to imagine he's in a real nice, quiet cafe and just boom.
Everyone needs to hear a bit of Blunters in their life.
You do?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, I'm having an absolute blast with this show, boys. This is a lot of fun. Better do some Furphys, though.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's crack into the meat and
Time
potatoes
to
of the
blast
show.
some Furphys wide open.
Yeah, the meat and the chips that you get at the pub, boys. Let's jump into that. All right, who wants to go first? I'm not going to do any Furphys because we're going long. We've got about 20 minutes.
Oh, we're just
Then
taking Dan down. Taking him down.
Then it looks like I'm the only one with some Furfs.
Oh, shit. All right, that works out well.
The old
Dan brings the
Dan
quality
Solo.
anyway, so that's all we need.
Story number 1.
Pressure's on, Dan. Fuck no.
Star Wars fans stop traffic on Omaha Freeway. Attempt to hold photo shoot in costume.
All right. That was me,
Story
actually. That's how deep I am in Star Wars now.
yeah.
Story number 2. Man arrested in Oregon for swinging lightsaber at cops. Deflects tasers.
Wow, that's impressive. You beat
And
the Emperor pretty much.
Story number 3. Chase in San Diego freeway ends in standoff with Star Wars stormtrooper.
Oh, they're all so similar. I don't know.
First impressions.
First impressions. Oh,
I want to believe that there's a nerd out there that good that can block taser shots from the police with a lightsaber. That's obviously not real.
it's funny because I'm always getting advertisements for like lightsabers on my Facebook now, and it's somehow it's sort of leaked over to Chantel's Facebook as well. Like she
Google's always listening.
well
It's
obviously
because you're married. He's like, "Oh, your husband
Because-
might like this.
exactly because she hasn't been looking up Star Wars or anything, but she's like, yeah, I'll watch the movies. And it's not a Disney Plus account that's linked to her whatsoever. So it is just purely through the microphone or the location or something because there's Drew up at night, 1 o'clock, can't sleep. Huh. What if Obi-Wan did kill Anakin? What would have happened? there's me at night looking up that type of shit. But
Oh no. We're primed for a Disney What If series of Star Wars now.
honestly, that'd be dope. That'd be awesome. Because like the Marvel one, that's pretty cool. But
That is pretty good.
I reckon the Star Wars one would be wicked. Like I'd be all about that. Because I'm looking at that type of stuff on YouTube anyway, like fan movies and that.
Do it.
But as far as the fan base goes, I got no idea what they're up to. So whether they're in the middle of highways or deflecting tasers, that's a cool story actually. Because I do just a picture like, episode 3, the Emperor just doing his Force lightning at Mace Windu, holding the lightsaber out, like deflecting it. And that's pretty much what he's doing. He's just like knocking some poor policeman's taser out of his hand. Just get out of the shopping center for fuck's sake. Stop being annoying to people. He's like doing the stuff behind his back. He's like got all the moves.
All right, let's go back to the top. Story number 1. An overly enthusiastic group of cosplayers has caused traffic chaos in Omaha, Nebraska recently on May 4th when they attempted to set up a roadblock to hold a photo shoot on the Grand Army of the Republic Highway. The Grand Army Highway is a major road in Omaha, taking traffic in and out of the downtown area, past the University of Nebraska Omaha campus and out of the city. The cosplayers had attempted to block traffic near the university campus to take a series of photos under a street sign with the name of the highway. The group of fans were in costume as iconic villain Darth Vader and his underling stormtroopers. The fans had brought barricades to set up around the area they were shooting to get their shots and closed down outbound traffic for around 20 minutes before police arrived on the scene of the unauthorized road closure. It is estimated that it caused traffic delays of up to an hour and 15 minutes in some parts of Omaha due to the high volume of cars on the Grand Army Highway. Omaha police issued each member of the group with $1,000 fines and a caution not to block any main roads in the city again.
Right. Darth Vader. He really is evil, eh?
Execute Order 66.
Story number 2. Man arrested in Oregon for swinging lightsaber at cop, deflects tasers. A 33-year-old man who struck customers with lightsabers at the Toys R Us at Hayden Island has been sentenced to 45 days jail and possible mental health treatment. David Allen Canterbury told Judge Kenneth Walker that he's already seeking mental health treatment. He also apologized to his victims. Portland police said Canterbury swung the Star Wars sabers, one in each hand, at 3 customers on December 14th at about 9:50 p.m. at the store at 1-800 Jansen Beach Center. He then carried the lightsabers outside the store and swung at police. Officers tried to use a taser to subdue him, but Canterbury successfully deflected one of the wires away. Police eventually wrestled him to the ground before taking him into custody. Today, in Multnomah County Circuit Court, Canterbury pleaded no contest to 4th-degree assault and resisting arrest. The judge dismissed charges of interfering with police officer, theft, and disorderly conduct, and sentenced him to 2 years of probation and a mental health evaluation. Canterbury has also been banned from Toys R Us.
Oh, no. Darth Vader's
I
here,
love
boys.
that you had that handy.
Nah, I just searched up on YouTube. It's all good. I'm not that organised.
There was a Walker reference in there, which gives me pause to be like, is that the hint that he's dropping in this one?
All that pop filter covering up his mouth. You can't even tell.
Cheeky boy.
Oh, look,
grin.
he's covered his whole head with it.
And story number 3. A pursuit on a San Diego freeway Sunday night evolved into a tense standoff with a mysterious passenger recently. At around 10 p.m., California Highway Patrol officers tried to pull over a Ford Mustang that's speeding on the Interstate 805, but the driver refused to stop. After getting onto State Route 994, the Mustang stopped on Euclid Avenue in the Cholisview neighborhood. The driver and a passenger fled from the vehicle but were captured a short time later. Meanwhile, officers saw a passenger in the back seat of the Mustang but ordered the person to come out. With guns drawn, officers approached the car when the passenger would not leave the vehicle. They found a harmless, life-size Star Wars Stormtrooper doll in the back seat instead. Officers are trying to determine if the Stormtrooper was stolen from the nearby Comic-Con.
All right. Look, don't really know. I think I might go number 2 though, purely because I would like to imagine just someone going ham on a cop with a lightsaber. Not for the cop's sake. You know, the cop. No, I feel for him, but it is amusing someone using a lightsaber. Unless it's a real one, then that's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Because that's unfair. It's kind of like,
if it's a real one, it'll explain why they're able to deflect the taser so easily.
yeah. Have you guys seen some videos where someone's made like a real life lightsaber with like gas that extends and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hacksmith. He's
Yeah.
gnarly.
Yeah, it just doesn't make it doesn't make you can't clash. That's about it.
Yeah.
But you know,
Can it cut through things? That's the main thing.
it did
It
not as quick as you'd like though. Like not
It cut through a safe.
Yeah, but it was like sort of
Yeah.
just like
Slowly
slowly
cutting.
melting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. You know, it's a made up
I
thing.
mean, it's almost on par with what you see Obi-Wan do in like episode 1, where he's like,
Yeah,
cutting through things.
that was as close to I've got to making a lightsaber. I've made a flamethrower out of like a paint can. That's about as close as I've gotten. So yeah, I'll go number 2, Dan. Just purely because you've brought some quality stories, which I'm like, yeah, you're shining a light on just the scum of the fan base of Star Wars, which is always fun.
The scum of the universe.
The rebel
Such a hive
scum.
of villainy.
What do you reckon, Tom?
Well,
I'm going to go with story number 3.
Number 3. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Open Dan's eyes there. He's like, shit, I've got him, or I don't have him. I wonder what he's thinking.
Shit, I've got him.
Oh,
Story number 1.
number 1.
Wow.
That's a no-no.
Oh, dear.
Good one, Dan. Bastard.
I like it.
Yeah, fantastic. So, what got you to find those stories and make them up? Because was I talking about it the other week? Is that why you brought it up?
I believe you were, and then Conrad was asking if you've been watching those Darth Vader YouTube videos again. And I was like, you know what? Kenobi's out. Drew's really into Star Wars at the moment. Let's see what I can find.
Have you been watching those Darth Vader videos there, Drew? You know, I've been watching a fair few actually. It's buddy, the rise and fall of Anakin Skywalker is a really fucking sad story, actually, boys. It's no good.
It's a tragedy.
It's not an addiction. I can stop whenever I want, man.
I can stop, but I can't.
Can't stop.
He
won't
says
stop.
he can while watching a Darth Vader video of him force lightning someone.
I can't help it. I'm just watching YouTube all day. Yeah. Excellent.
That was good.
Yeah.
Very well played.
Well, Dan's the winner. Congratulations. Since we can't guess his furfies or bring our own, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
He's the winner by default.
Default. The
by
two
turning
greatest
up,
words
Dan
in the
wins.
English language.
Because I guess talking about Star Wars a little bit more, like we're talking about movies before and how critical you guys are. What do you guys think of Star Wars? Do you enjoy the movies, or what's your sort of take on the series?
Yeah, I dig him. I have issues with the new trilogy.
Yeah,
I think they should
Somehow
never have.
Palpatine returned. Actual line said by the characters in the movie.
They should never have gotten multiple different directors, in my opinion.
yeah, definitely not.
It just made everything feel too weird.
It's funny because I'm looking into like answers for everything, and like the canon answer for Palpatine coming back was basically the whole thing with the dark side being able to avoid death was that Sidious, he made a clone and he basically transferred his soul to that clone far away. So when Darth Vader picked him up, threw him down the hole, when he was falling down, he transferred his soul to another body, and eventually that's sort of what we see in Episode 9. Is that a good answer? No, that's a bit bullshit. Does it say that in the movie at all? No. No, it doesn't. Do you need to read a fucking book? Yes. Does it make more sense in the book? As much sense as it could that Disney laid out. Yeah. So it makes you feel a little bit better. But when you're just sitting there watching the movie, it's like, what? Because it wasn't like a good thing that he was back. It's just like, does Darth Vader come back? You may as well bring him back. He was a cool character. Bring them all back. It's like Super Smash Brothers. Everyone's here. It's like just everyone who you like is just back. Bring back all the Jedi. You know, just have fun with it. But just bring back the main bad guys. Like, I'm back and I've got all these ships underground. Like, well, it is what it is. But
And then they also tried to do too like because he listened to the shitty people on the internet and tried to undo a lot of things that the last movie was trying to set up to move forward. And
Yeah.
Because the Last Jedi, like, I wouldn't even say it's a bad movie, but as far as like you've got Act 1, 2, and 3 of a story, then just to have one act just being like, all right, we're gonna have some good character moments, but apart from that, the story isn't gonna move forward. It's just because I think the good thing about the Last Jedi was just like, look, Rey, you are no one. You don't have to be from one of these prominent characters. Like, there's a galaxy you can be from. You can be from anyone. I'm like, And at the end where like there's got that little boy who's got force powers looking up at the stars, I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of cool. Like the Jedi are gonna come back, and it's not because they're all kids of Mace Windu and the kids of Anakin and like, oh come on, that's a bit rich. But you know, they just naturally come back. The Force is correcting itself. I think that would have been a sort of a cool way to go. But it's like, no, you're Palpatine's granddaughter. It's like, all right, so you just reduced it down again.
Yeah, people shit talk the second one a bit, but on reflection, it's got some weak moments like the casino planet.
That's disgusting. So boring. So boring.
It's got a lot more going for it than the Rise of Skywalker does.
Yeah.
And it's also got like cool scenes like Luke's facing down the entire First Order fleet and the throne room fight.
Yeah. Like,
but then it was all a dream.
Yeah. Well, the back and forth between Rey and Kylo was actually really cool. Like how they're talking to each other.
The duality of the Force and things like that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I think it's got a lot more going for it. And if J.J. Abrams didn't listen to shitty people on the internet and was like, right, let's undo all of that, it would be held in a lot higher esteem than it is.
I think
if each of those producers, directors had a chance to lay out their 3 films in order in succession, and they just picked a one that had like the best story, we would have ended up with a better trilogy rather than picking one to do one. you know.
Yeah, take 3 years between the movies like the originals did, and they can pepper in stuff like Rogue One and Solo and all that type of stuff. I think those two movies were good. Like,
They're really good
Oh,
standalone
Rogue
movies.
One was great.
yeah. I watched that for the second time ever the other day because we're going through them again, and I'm gonna rewatch like the new trilogy as well, see what I think about it, looking at it all together. But yeah,
I'm excited to see what Taika does with his, because his whole pitch has been, I'm going to move away from all the pre-established lore, or, you know, characters and things like that. He said, I want to start telling different stories from different people, different aspects.
yeah.
You know, like shine the light on some things that haven't been focused on.
Personally, I prefer it when it is Force users and lightsaber users together. But like, you know, some other series have done it quite well. But I really enjoy I think I do actually. Oh fuck, do I? I don't know. I've the prequels have just really risen up for me. Like just like how there's plenty of Jedi around, and
For
like,
me, it's
each
kind
side
of
is a
like
bit
the
more
best
even.
mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you need to play Knights of the Old Republic.
Look, I've got it. I've bought it.
Wow.
I really do like. Yeah, exactly. Like the era before then, I've got like the books I've got to read as what they call. I think they're called the High Republic, and that's like 1,000 years before.
Yep.
It's like when the Jedi are like pretty much like really in charge and everything's going well. I haven't started reading them, so I know fuck all about it. But
They're just chilling.
yeah, no, it's really cool. Do you guys think the original trilogy is the best one?
I don't know.
4, 5, 6. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it did have a lot of really good moments in it and a lot of really memorable stuff. I'll say the original 3 had more memorable moments in it than any of the other films, but I don't know if I'm saying that just because I saw those ones first.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I love the prequels because I went and saw them with my dad. I went and saw all 3 with my dad, so very, very fond memories of all 3. But I just don't feel like, I mean, apart from like the Duel of Fates, like the Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan fight in the first film, there's not really a whole bunch of stuff that jumps out at me apart from, don't do it, Anakin, I have the high ground. Like, the
apart
real
from the
memey
meme.
stuff.
Or maybe Anakin executing Order 66 and killing the younglings.
Yeah.
God damn,
But I
you're
just-
fucked up. How dare you bring that up? Jesus Christ.
I just feel like the original 3 had lots of cool moments.
Yeah, because we watched episode 5 the other night, and I don't know, all of the stuff between Han Solo and Leia, it's all a little bit cringe actually. Like watching it today, like it's like
I love you. I know.
well, not even that, just like the stuff before where Leia's like obviously not wanting it, and he's just like, it's like obviously it's the time and day we live in now, and Chantel's like, all the love stuff is like really pretty cringe,
Outdated, yeah.
yeah, but like the Darth Vader moments and between him and Luke and all that, like that's timeless. That's it's good stuff, but
It's really well played.
yeah.
Still, one of my favorite things I've ever heard or seen, is that there's a meme and there's like 2 stormtroopers and they're like eyeing off a female or something like that, and one turns to the other guys, I would hit that like a tree on Endor. And to this day, it levels me.
Actually, I'm going to link you boys to
Holy shit.
a meme that I found the other day that absolutely sent me.
Sent you into the future.
Sent your ass to the grass.
Sent me into hyperspace.
All right, going to reddit.com, checking out what this is. Prequel memes,
Uh-oh.
a fine edition.
This is a dark place. Prequel memes.
So explain it for the audio listeners, Dan. This meme you sent us.
All right, so there's the scene, I believe it's from The Last Jedi, where Kylo Ren throws his
Yeet.
lightsaber. He just yeets his lightsaber into the ocean in the ocean planet. And then someone has spliced in. That will be a fine addition to my collection. And General Grievous running and diving after it to chase it down.
See, I can't watch it, otherwise it'll play on
It'll play.
on the podcast. So I'll watch it after.
It's pretty good.
Just like the face, it's from Adam Driver. Just like put on, just like wow.
The first time I saw it, it absolutely sent me into hyperspace.
Prequel memes are great.
Jesus. All right, boys. Well, we're approaching an hour here on the show, so we might leave it there. Might have to go home from the bar. It was a good night.
Put the kids to sleep.
Yes. I hope my boy's in bed. I really do. For my wife's sake. And for my sake when I come out of this room, to be honest.
He's just sitting there playing with matches in front of your door.
Just stabbing the door with a knife.
Playing with a lightsaber.
With a lightsaber. Yeah, that'd be very dangerous.
He is literally like, he would be like Luke and just like looks at it.
Lucas, I am your father. He's like, oh, shit. No.
What do you mean Drew is Lucas's father? Darth Agnew.
No, what would be my Sith name? We can come back to this. Don't have to worry about it just yet. We'll have Sith names for next episode.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, quickly before we go, what did we learn?
That is time to rewatch Star Wars.
Yeah.
Beanbags are bullshit.
That getting old hurts.
And I learned that potatoes are chips. All right, boys. That's I learned that last week, but here we go. All right. I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.